Coming up on Citrus TV News Live at 6, the future of a popular campus bar will be decided tonight. We'll tell you what is planned for Hungry Chuck's.
Students gathered on campus to watch the Super Bowl, where they watched and how they celebrated.
And the Queen of England is celebrating 65 years on the throne. We'll take you inside the festivities. Citrus TV News starts right now.
This is Citrus TV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Good evening. A meeting tonight will determine the fate of many Syracuse icons. I'm Brooke Glatz.
And I'm Amico. Chuck's Cafe and Funkin' Waffles are among the businesses that would be replaced by a proposed 8-story development.
The proposed building will include both commercial and residential space and will be voted on tonight at 6 in the City Council chambers.
Boulevard Equities is proposing the development of the building. The development firm is managed by Syracuse alumnus Jared Hutter. No public comments will be taken at tonight's meeting.
In response to President Trump's recent immigration ban, the university is hosting 2 campus open houses to discuss these issues. The event is tomorrow from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. and then again from 4 until 6 p.m. in the Slutzker Center at 310 Walnut Place. Staff and attorneys will be present to speak with students, faculty, and staff who are unsure of how the executive order will affect them. The open house follows an email sent out by Chancellor Kent Syverud last week offering support to those affected. And Student Association President Eric Evangelista will learn the outcome of his judicial hearing tonight at their weekly general body meeting. Evangelista was charged by the Judicial Review Board after he attempted to appoint a new public relations co-chair without emailing the student body to take any applications. In response to his break of protocol, the Student Association did not confirm Evangelista's appointment and may punish him for the action. Follow CitrusTV.com for full coverage on tonight's meeting.
Pulitzer Prize-winning author Jhumpa Lahiri will speak for the university lectures tomorrow. The lecture will begin at 7:30 in Hendricks Chapel. Lahiri is a professor of creative writing at Princeton University, and she'll be releasing her latest book, In Other Words, this Thursday. The novel focuses on identity and language. Other lecturers this semester include the Humans of New York founder Brandon Stanton and award-winning journalist and activist Sonia Nazario. SU Abroad and the Office of Multicultural Affairs are hosting Exploring Diversity Abroad, an event focusing on diversity and experiences of students who have studied abroad. A panel of students will specifically discuss challenges that students of color, students with disabilities, and LGBTQ students have faced while studying in different countries. The event will also feature a Q&A session with those who attend. It takes place tomorrow at 6 p.m. in Shine 304.
Well, it was another cloudy winter day here in Syracuse.
The Citrus Cam was outside earlier today on the promenade where snow from the weekend froze up with temperatures in the mid-20s.
Let's go to Citrus TV weather anchor Rebekah Castor for our first look at what we can expect this week.
Thanks, Alex and Brooke. Yes, it was a cloudy day here in Syracuse. Right now we're looking at temperatures at about 29 degrees with no wind chill and just a rain chance at 30%. But it's looking right now like it's going to stay pretty cloudy for the rest of the evening, so you should be pretty in the clear if you're going to head out tonight. And a first look at our 5-day forecast, you won't see any snow flurries in this week's calendar. I'll tell you what you can expect coming up in my full weather forecast on Citrus TV.
Civil rights activist Alice Moore made a visit to Ed Smith Elementary School today as part of the kickoff of Black History Month in Syracuse. Moore shared the story of her lifelong mission fighting for African American voting rights. Citrus TV reporter Jason Chen has more.
My story goes back to 1965 when I participated in the SNCC organization in Selma, Alabama.
Black History Month kicked off today at Ed Smith School by inviting the civil rights activist Alice Moore to tell her story. Moore says she was only a junior in high school when she joined others to fight for black voters' rights in the South.
Some of us was beaten, some of us was hauled off to jail, and I was one of those people. We had a whole bunch of students doing it because the older people who wanted to register and vote in Selma, Alabama was not allowed to. They were humiliated, and it was made complicated for them to do that.
Moore says all of the 3 historic marches she participated in 1965 have greatly helped raise awareness of the difficulty African American voters face in the nation.
What kept you motivated to keep fighting for your rights?
Okay, what kept me motivated was to see things happen and to see things progress.
Here in Syracuse, not only Smith School is promoting the importance of diversity, other schools also recognize and emphasize the role African Americans play in the United States. Organizer Karen Blue says they have been holding this celebration since 2004 to recognize the central role African Americans play in the U.S.
Having this program every year, that it brings all the children together, and I really love working at a diverse school like Ed Smith, and I find that all the students appreciate everybody's history and differences, and they all come together and celebrate and learn about each other, and that's what we're all about.
Jason Chen, CitrusTV News.
Coming up, Philadelphia public transportation has another major breakdown, how people are moving around the city during the outage.
And a Middle Eastern snowstorm has killed hundreds. What authorities are doing to rescue people from a major avalanche.
That hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
You're watching Citrus TV News with Alex Amico, Brooke Glatz, and Rebekah Castor with weather. Citrus TV News continues now.
The nation is still recovering from Trump's recent executive order banning immigrants from 7 Muslim-majority nations.
Former top U.S. national security officials are asking the courts to continue blocking the president's order.
A group presented a 6-page document to the United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit.
They stated, quote, blanket bans of certain countries or classes of people are beneath the dignity of the nation and Constitution that we took oaths to protect. Commuters in Philadelphia are facing major delays today after 2 subway cars were found to have cracks in the main load carrying beam.
The Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority removed the cars as well as other vehicles that may contain similar cracks from operation.
SEPTA faced a similar issue last summer when they had to remove 1/3 of its original railroad fleet due to a structural defect. Bus service is being used to supplement travel during the outage.
And thousands of people converged in downtown Los Angeles on Sunday to protest the proposed Dakota Access Pipeline. Activists across the country say it threatens the water supply and sacred sites of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe in North Dakota.
Organizers say this was the first anti-pipeline protest in Los Angeles since President Donald Trump signed executive orders to fast-track construction of the Keystone XL and Dakota Access pipelines.
And after years of investigations and hearings, the scale of the child sex abuse within the Australian Catholic Church has been revealed.
A study found that around 7% of Australian priests abused children between 1950 and 2015. Over 40% of priests in some orders have been accused of abuse.
The Commission's findings provide yet more evidence of a global epidemic of sex abuse and cover-up within the Church. Previous reports have documented widespread abuse in the United States, Ireland, Brazil, the Netherlands, and Germany, among other countries.
In tears, church official Francis Sullivan told the hearing Monday, quote, "These numbers are shocking, they are tragic, and they are indefensible."
This data, along with all we have heard over the past 4 years, can only be interpreted for what it is. A massive failure on the part of the Catholic Church in Australia to protect children from abusers and perpetrators.
Queen Elizabeth II is celebrating 65 years on the throne today. Her Sapphire Jubilee was recognized with ceremonial gun salutes at London's Green Park and the Tower of London. The bells at Westminster rang in honor of the occasion as well.
According to a palace spokeswoman, the Queen had no public events planned and spent the day in her country retreat in eastern England. Despite her old age, Queen Elizabeth maintains an active public presence.
The Queen became Britain's longest reigning monarch in September 2015 when she surpassed Queen Victoria's record of 63 years.
Elsewhere in London, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited London earlier today to meet with British Prime Minister Theresa May. Netanyahu and May shared their concerns about Iran's recent missile test, as many believe it violated a UN resolution.
Netanyahu voiced his support for the Trump administration's recent sanctions on Iran, calling all responsible nations to follow Trump's actions.
The two leaders also spoke about Netanyahu's plans to build new settlements in the West Bank, which is illegal under international law.
And the president of Catalonia's regional government is on trial in the city of Barcelona.
Artur Mas stepped down after ignoring a constitutional ban and voting on the region's independence from Spain.
If convicted, Mas faces a 10-year ban from holding public office for disobedience and wrongdoing.
Catalonia has been the traditional hub of revolution in Spain, and over 80% of Catalans voted for independence.
Heavy snowfall in the Middle East has left hundreds of dead over the weekend.
3 days of heavy snowfall caused several avalanches along the Afghan-Pakistani border, leaving 119 people dead and over 60 people injured.
The Afghanistan National Disaster Management Authority has reported that a majority of the casualties were women and children. Another storm is expected to hit this week.
Coming up, Rebekah Castor joins us with your full weather forecast.
And later, Lauren Walsh joins us to talk about a historic game with an asterisk. Stay tuned on how Jim Boeheim handed out his 1,000th career loss coming up.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with
S.
Snow?
No.
Snow-covered trees?
Nothing to do with snow.
Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes, B, console her,
don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers, but you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
From the CitrusTV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Another cloudy winter day here in Syracuse. We saw some light snow flurries this morning, but that cleared up by about noon today. Right now, Syracuse is at 29 degrees, and we see temperatures in the low 30s, high 20s throughout central New York. Above freezing temperatures in Pena and Ithaca and Binghamton. Almira is actually all the way at 37 degrees. So taking a closer look at Syracuse, here's our Doppler radar for tonight and tomorrow. You'll see some freezing rain coming in. That was the pink that we just saw, and then as you saw it turn to green. Tomorrow afternoon as it warms up, that freezing rain is just going to turn to a wet rainfall, and we're actually going to see quite a bit of rain tomorrow. Taking a closer look at tomorrow, we're going to see temperatures at about 45 degrees, and that freezing rain, like I said, is going to turn to normal wet rain by tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow night, we should see some thunderstorms actually rolling in. So tomorrow is definitely going to want to be a day that you have your umbrella on you, maybe even a rain jacket. It's going to be wet and it's going to be cold, and those thunderstorms should start about around 10 p.m. So if you have outside plans tomorrow, I would strongly suggest rescheduling. The snow chance for this week is pretty moderate, which is weird for Syracuse in February, but just with a lot of dryness in the air, we're not going to have that precipitation in the air to bring down some snow flurries. Your best bet at snow flurries this week is tomorrow morning if that freezing rain does become solid and turn to flurries. Just depends on how cold we'll actually get tomorrow morning. But right now it looks like it's not going to be cold enough for snow flurries. But even though we won't be expecting snow this week, definitely still want to bundle up because we will still see temperatures below freezing. And taking a look at our 5-day forecast again, cloudy skies in the beginning of this week, and then on Friday and Saturday we'll see this sunshine coming our way. Temperatures in the mid-40s tomorrow and Wednesday, and then a significant decrease in temperatures on Thursday, down to 22 degrees as the high on Friday. But then it will warm up just a little bit if you want to call 42 degrees warm on Saturday with some partly cloudy skies as well.
All right, thanks so much, Rebekah. SU students were among the millions of Americans who turned into last night's highly anticipated Super Bowl. The match between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons has students on the edge of their seats as the game went into overtime, and the Patriots made the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. CitrusTV reporter Sabrina Maggiore has the story.
SU students gathered at watch parties throughout campus for last night's highly anticipated Super Bowl. The New England Patriots faced the Atlanta Falcons in a match that had fans on the edge of their seats.
I was with all my friends and all my friends around me, so we all got really into the game and just got really, really excited and pumped. It was awesome.
Late in the third quarter, the Falcons had a 28-3 lead, and the game was shaping out to be a blowout. But the Patriots went on to score 25 straight points, tying the game with just a minute left and leading to their 5th Super Bowl title.
When they were losing, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't know what I was going to do. I wanted to jump off a cliff. But slowly, Tom Brady did his thing, got us back in it, and here we are. One of the greatest comebacks ever. Unbelievable.
The comeback left Falcons fans crushed, while Patriots fans had a lot to celebrate.
This has been the worst day of my life. Every single throw Tom Brady made was, my heart just kept crumbling.
I never once doubted the greatness of Tom Brady, and I was not even a little bit surprised that we pulled out this win.
This just proves like we can come back from anything, and I'm just really excited. And I'm from Massachusetts, so like this is a really big home team win, and I'm really excited.
Sabrina Maggiore, CitrusTV News.
Even last night's long-anticipated Super Bowl advertisements could not escape the realm of politics. Several ads seemed to contain content opposing the new administration. One of them was a commercial by Budweiser called Born the Hard Way, which told the story of co-founder Adolphus Bush immigrating to America in search of a better life. Other advertisements criticizing the new administration included Coca-Cola's pregame ad, a commercial by Hulu, and a pro-immigration ad by 84 Lumber.
Lady Gaga gave a powerful halftime performance at the Super Bowl last night. The singer fired up the crowd with a medley of her popular songs, including Just Dance, Poker Face, and Telephone. Gaga didn't make any overt political statements, as some were expecting, but she sent a message of inclusion by quoting the words "Justice for All" from the Pledge of Allegiance and by singing pro-LGBT song "Born This Way." Some might have found the Super Bowl a little boring and would have rather watched the annual Puppy Bowl. The puppies ran and played on a small-scale football field. A puppy named Nikita, an 18-week-old Cocker Spaniel mix, was the game's MVP, the most valuable puppy, scoring 3 touchdowns and a field goal. During the event, the puppies are up for adoption, and by the end, all the puppies featured in the new event found a new home.
It was a Super Bowl for the history books last night in Houston. We'll have your Super Bowl rundown and lots of SU basketball after the break.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. You're gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Go, Okay, oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent. We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness. I am a witness. I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
And now, your CitrusTV Sports Report.
It was a comeback for the ages. Good evening, I'm Lauren Walsh for CitrusTV Sports. The New England Patriots are Super Bowl 51 champions. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady beat the Falcons 34-28 in the first Super Bowl to go into overtime. The duo now boasts a handful of rings and a 5th Lombardi trophy. The Pats struggled to score all game and trailed by 25 points in the third quarter. Tom Brady and company chalked up a whopping 31 unanswered points in the comeback victory. TB12 had high praise for Julian Edelman's highlight reel catch that kept New England's game-tying drive alive in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was one of the greatest catches. You know, we've been on the other end of a few of those catches, and, you know, tonight, you know, we came up with it, so it was a pretty spectacular catch. He had a hell of a game.
On the hardwood, Syracuse basketball is turning heads. This weekend, the Orange took on number 9 Virginia in the Carrier Dome. SU looked for its 4th straight ACC win and an unofficial 1,000th win for Jim Boeheim. And John Gillen has been spectacular for Syracuse lately. In the first quarter, London Parantes with a 3-pointer, and Virginia goes up 8-2. Now 12 minutes left in the first. Tyus Battle pulls up. That jumper's good. He ties the score at 11-all. Near the end of the first quarter, Kyle Guy shoots the 3-ball. He nails it. UVA goes up 34-22. Not looking great for Syracuse heading into the half. But John Gillen finds Torian Thompson with the authoritative dunk, and it's 34-30. Syracuse trails by just 4. And Tyler Lydon with the long 3. Syracuse goes up by 3 with that basket. John Gillen, He had that 43-point game against NC State, showing his stuff here again with the floater. Syracuse goes up 62-59 and goes on to win 66-62. Fans storm the court for Boeheim's 1,000th win, unofficially of course, 1,000th in their mind, and Boeheim says Syracuse has to keep winning.
I'm just happy to win this game. This was a huge game for us. We had to win this game. The number that I'm concerned about going into today was 15. We had to get to 15 today. We've got tough road games ahead of us, tough home games ahead of us, and we have to win every time, every chance we get an opportunity, we have to win. That's what I was, and the crowd was so instrumental in the game. That's what I was trying to show them. They were a big part of this win.
The SU women's basketball team on an ACC roll of its own. The Orange crushed Boston College 72-45 yesterday. Alexis Peterson led the charge with 26 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, and 6 steals. SU out-rebounded the Eagles 44-26 on the day. With those boards, Syracuse dropped 20 second-chance points compared to just 2 second-chance points for BC. Next up, number 20 Syracuse takes on number 14 Duke in Durham this Friday at 7 o'clock. But the Blue Devils will have to quiet the red-hot Alexis Peterson to get a win on Friday. Peterson is one of 10 finalists for the 2017 Nancy Lieberman Award. The honor is presented to the top point guard in the nation each year. PD sure makes a good argument for herself. She leads the ACC in points per game with 24. She's also second in the league for assists with 7.2 per game and steals with 3.3 per game. Peterson currently ranks 3rd in the country in scoring this season. Now, Syracuse basketball needs to keep winning, like Boeheim said. That number 15 win was big, and Syracuse has Clemson tomorrow night and Pitt this weekend. Those are 2 big games for Syracuse. As of now, they haven't received any votes in the AP poll. Looking to get a couple with maybe 2 wins in the coming week.
Well, as we saw last season with Syracuse basketball, anything is possible.
That's
Lauren
right.
Walsh, thank you for joining us. Coming up, we take one last look at your weather.
Citrus TV News will be back in 60 seconds.
Oh, I think it's an air raid. A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close. I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us. But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words. These are not my words. These are not my words.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent. We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness. I am a witness. I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
If you see news happening on campus, in Syracuse, or across the nation, call the Citrus TV newsroom, 315-443-1177, or tweet at CitrusTV News, your campus news leader.
Rebekah, so what does the weather look like for tomorrow?
Yes, we have quite a bit of rain coming our way tomorrow. Freezing rain tomorrow morning, actually. It's going to be pretty below freezing tomorrow morning, so that's why we're going to see that freezing rain, and then it's going to warm up just a little bit throughout the afternoon. So by about 9 a.m., 10 a.m., that freezing rain should turn to just normal rain.
All right, thanks, Rebekah. That's all the time we have for today.
Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Citrus TV News. I'm Brooke Glatz.
And I'm Amico. Have a great night, Syracuse.